Hello, I'm John Preston. I'm the chair of the LPFA, and it's a great pleasure to be here today.
I think this event is it's a real key element for the LPFA, because it brings home who we run the pension scheme for, who we run the assets for, who the LPFA govern the assets for and we manage them for. It's about the members, and sometimes you can get disassociated from that, so it's great to see the people whose pensions you're working to build and pay.
The LGPS is a public sector scheme. Our members are people who, look after the community, who work for charities, who work for organisations, and they spend their whole life dedicated to sort of public service. And I think they have a right to make sure and be confident that they're going to get the pensions that they're entitled to at the end of the day. This is our opportunity to reassure them of that.
Most people are interested in, is my pension safe, to which the answer is yes. And an increasing number are interested in the planet and the climate change and responsible investment. Can you just tell us what your values are and how you monitor those?
I work for Wandsworth Local Authority and I'm in the government pension scheme. With the LPFA, I'm a long-serving member of the pension fund, so I just wanted to, curious really about what they do at the event. I noticed that was on the notice board. I registered. I haven't been to an event like this before, but I thought with the economic crisis and everything and getting a little bit older, I thought I would attend today.
I get very good communications from LPFA, and I was interested to come to this for the first time actually, just to find out more about how the pension scheme is invested and about the structure of the pension scheme as well.
I think the most important part of it is learning about how my pension is administered, how it's invested. I like to touch base with that a lot. It means a lot about ethical investments and diversity as well.
I find it interesting of where the money was going and how it has been invested. So I'm glad to hear that the money is being invested well and we don't have to worry.
But last year we spent an awful lot of time thinking about responsible investment and climate change. And although we spent a lot of time talking about it, there was still an awful lot of interest in that when we did our member survey, and that's informed a lot of the things we've been doing and thinking about over the course of the last year and indeed in future years.
I think the key message that we managed to get across was to reassure members on the stability of the scheme. The world's been fairly challenging of late. There's lots of volatility and people have been concerned about their pensions, the cost of living crisis, what they're reading about in the papers in terms of pension funds and asset markets, and I'm hoping that we've given members reassurance that their pension is in a strong position both today and looking forward.
The information provided was well beyond my expectation. I didn't need to ask a question because it was given to me before without needing to ask.
It's hugely important for us to meet members face to face. The work that my business does, providing the administration services to LPFA members, it really drives home that there are people at the end of the work that we do in the office. It's not about just numbers. And I always learn things every time I come here.
There was lots more engagement in the room in the formal part of the meeting. So for example, we normally have 20 minutes of questions and answers at the end. We had nearly 50 minutes today. So the conversations have been excellent, been really good.
Just to find out exactly what's happening with the pension, investments, how you can get information, and it's also a day out.
I would certainly advise other people to come if they're at all interested, or to watch it online. I think it's another good way to be involved, but it's quite nice to come along in real life and to see the people behind the scenes as well.
I think people should come next year partly for the engagement and seeing what management are doing and how the fund is performing. When they come to an event like this, they get to hear their money, and it is their money, is invested across the globe in different areas that do some good and make some return.
If people walk out of here with the confidence that their pension is safe, then we've probably achieved the single most important thing we set out to do.